Good morning, my sunflowers. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. And I have a question for everyone in my audience, and that is, how many of you would like to be love bombed today? Sounds great, doesn't it? My hand is up. It sounds great. It sounds fabulous, unless you know what that means. And some of you do, unfortunately, some of you do. So being love bombed is exactly what it sounds like, but then the opposite at the same time. And that sounds crazy making, because that's what narcissists do. They engage in crazy making. So let me explain to you what love bombing is. First of all, it happens in the early stages of narcissistic abuse. You meet a significant other, and I will default to the pronoun he and discuss it in terms of being a man today, because that just is easier. Sometimes I will refer to the offender as a female, because females do offend as well. But this morning we're going to talk about this concept of love bombing. So how many of you have ever been actively dating and you meet this guy and he just seems too perfect? He sends you roses before you even meet him. He wants to spend more time with you than you're accustomed spending time with someone. And he adores everything about you. He listens to you for hours on end. He shares all the same interests that you do. So some of you are already feeling a little creeped out, and you should. But some of us, like me, who are so starved for attention, when this happened to me, I was very excited, truly excited. And I'm going to take my glasses off because of the glare. So I felt really, really excited by this sudden infusion of attention into my life and meeting this man who really appreciated everything about me. It was way too good to be true. And it is way too good to be true, only it's really not good. It's really creepy, like some of you out there who are a step ahead in the game who felt a little creepy. Now, why did you feel creepy? Love bomb. Love is a good thing. A bomb, not so much. And it is exactly like it sounds, where you are bombed. You are overwhelmed with these acts of love, acts that look like love. They're not love. Okay. The better word for this, the truer description of this behavior would be the setup, because that's what it is. You're being set up. You're being set up for a very, very hard and long and painful fall. And does that mean that every man who gives you good attention and brings you flowers the first time he meets you, or gives you more attention than you're used to, or thinks you're great, or shares some interest, that doesn't mean that they're all going to end up to be toxic? But the more you have healing from narcissistic abuse, the more you will be able to recognize the subtleties in these different things. And number one, I would certainly encourage you to trust your instincts. Those of you who do think kind of icky, that's a sign. That's your body telling you, no, this isn't right. That's your intuition. That's your soul saying, run like the wind. And so I hope that you will do that. If you do decide to stick around, I hope that you will do so in a boundaried and self-compassionate way, because here's what happens. All that attention that they're giving you, they are doing what they can to pull you close. All that time that they're spending with you, that is time that you cannot spend with other friends and family who might tell you, hey, this guy's creeping me out. All of the flowers that they send and the gifts that they give are to lift you up and to make you later feel like you owe him something. So this is a setup, ladies and gentlemen, and it's one of the most painful ones that anyone can experience. So you're receiving all this attention, all this love, and you say, but oh, that isn't that great? Why isn't that great? He wants to know everything about me. Well, guess what? Everything about you goes into his little notebook or his little toolbox, And he sharpens those little things over time because they will be used against you later. And boy, I sound so pessimistic. Yeah, I just want to cut my tongue off rather than say these things to you, but it is the truth. I can tell you in the narcissistic relationship that almost took my life, one day I actually discovered in his room, we did not spend a lot of time at his house, now I know why. In his room, I found a notebook where he had literally transcribed text messages between us. I felt really perplexed, a little nauseous, and then intrigued, like, wow, he's really sentimental to write all this down. But I very quickly went to, no, at that point there were enough red flags, or at least yellow flags, that I knew something was amiss. But I thought, this seems like a sweet thing, but also a creepy thing. Guess what? That's what love bombing is. It seems sweet, but it's really creepy. And so it is the big setup. And it is the way to get you close to them. And it is the way to lift you up and make you think you're the greatest thing in the world. And it is the way to put you on a pedestal so tall that when he does knock you off, it's going to hurt. It guarantees that it's going to hurt. And I'm not going to say that narcissists want to hurt, although there are some schools of thought that say that. I'm not going to come down on either side. I'm going to be neutral about that thought. But I am going to say that they don't care if it hurts you, if they get to experience the energy of that, because that's what they need. They suck the energy out of people. They create drama because drama is their life's blood. So the more drama they can create, the thicker and the more vibrant and the more lively their blood is. It gives them, it oxygenates their blood. It keeps them going. And it's a sickness. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, narcissistic personality disorder is a sickness. And this is one way that they use their sickness to pull you in to their lair, because then you belong to them. And these ties are very hard to break. And we will, in a few weeks, be talking about the trauma bond, which is the tie that you eventually, if you stick around, the tie that will form between the two of you. So I hope you found something good in this message today. My environment has changed. If you notice, I am moving, so I have boxes everywhere. But I felt it was time to check in. It's been a while. I've had some crises in my own family that has required my attention. But I love doing these videos for you, and I hope they're meaningful. And I just hope you have a lovely day. Much love. Thank you.